Hello crafting friends, and welcome to Melissa's Crafting Treehouse. Today I have a simple card that was one of my club and free card kit projects. It's made with the Playful Pets product suite. Here's a photo of some of the products in this suite. I'll be using a variety of designer paper patterns for this card. If you're receiving a kit, you may get any one of these designs. For this card, we're going to be using a couple of punches, and I've done two versions, one with the cat and one with the dog punch, and we'll be using the Playful Pets paper. So we're going to start with doing a little bit of punching. For the one that I'm working on now, I'm going to be using the dog, and for both of my versions, I'm going to be using that little black heart as well. So I'll be stamping my sentiment using the Ornate Thanks set. I'm using that small thanks with my Memento black ink. This is my preferred ink when I'm using the photopolymer stamps because the jet black stays on will permanently stain your photopolymer stamps. And then I'm just going to take my piece and put it into my punch. Now this is a brand new punch, which is in the August to December a mini catalog. And there are 6 choices for how to die cut your pieces, and you can do, of course, the pointed banner or the whatever that is, the other style of banner. And I'm going to be doing this style. Now if it doesn't quite fit in the well, which this one is a tiny bit larger, then you need to be especially careful about how you do your punching. So I'm just going to stick it into the punch, and I'm making sure that my point is centered side to side on my punch and that the cardstock is butt up against the metal end there. It can actually tuck underneath the metal, so just make sure that it's up against this metal piece and not under it. And there's my banner side. Now you can also use paper snips. Now if I did that, I would just cut a slit down the center and then cut up the sides. Now it's a little harder to get it centered in this case, and since I want my sides to be the same, I'm going to use my banner punch for the other side as well. Now since this is a club and free card kit project, you should know that this piece is sized so that it's just long enough so that if you stick it into the banner punch, this new banner punch, it will cut it exactly so it's centered. You may want to actually cut it out before you do the sentiment to make sure it's centered, but it works both ways. Now I'm using the new Stamp and Seal. I'm just going to start by putting my inside piece in my card. And then I've put adhesive on the back sides of some of my other pieces just to make it move along more quickly. And I've got a piece of the Playful Pets Designer Series paper. This is sort of the dog-themed paper, but there's also cat-themed paper as well. This one has adhesive on the back side as well. Now I've used this punch here. This is going to be the backing for my sentiment. So next I'm going to go ahead and assemble my sentiment element. And I'm just going to center this side to side and top to bottom on my label punch. And I did it so that the black was not peeking out on either side of the banner. And then I'm just placing my sentiment in the upper right hand corner. Now when you do yours, depending on what designer paper you get, you may reposition the sentiment in so you can show the parts of the designer paper that you would like to see. So I am going to pop up my little dog onto dimensionals using some of my black large and small dimensionals. And I'm going to attach my little itty bitty black heart to the lower right hand corner here on the red. Now before I attach my dog, I have a little piece of twine here. This is part of the Playful Pets suite. In your kit, most of the kits will have this twine. A few of them will have this, just based upon how much I have. So to create my dog element, I'm going to use some dimensionals and my little piece of twine here. And I'm just going to wrap this twine around the back side of his neck, crisscross it down low enough so that I can straddle that ribbon with a dimensional to hold it down, just like that. And then I'll put dimensionals in some other spots. These are the black dimensionals, so they won't show, but I am using a mix of the small and the large just to make sure that I can cover all of him and that he stays popped up. Then I'll just remove those backings and place him in the lower left-hand corner of the card. And there's my finished project. As a reminder, this is one of my club and free card kit projects. To learn more about how you can get free card kits, check out the link in the video description below. I hope you enjoyed my project today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for spending some time with me today, and happy crafting!